Hello guys, welcome back to another Cognize Education video. Today we have AP Calculus AB/BC Unit 1 Lesson 3, one-sided units. So we remember our normal limits. So example for something like this, it's approaching two different values from two different sides. From this side it's approaching 2. From this side it's approaching 1. This would be the limit of, let's say this is our function f of x as x approaches x sub 0. And so obviously this does not exist, but when we have one-sided limits, we'll have something like limit as x sub 0, positive side of f of x, limit f of x approaches x from the negative side. So what this means is we're looking at the limit as x approaches this from positive side, which would be here. Give me a second. Okay, so this would just be looking here, we can see from the positive side. So from the bigger values, well, this is the right, so it's just getting positive in our x values. From the positive side, approaches 2. That's horrible too. And then we can see here from the negative side, you see here we're like around what, I don't know, the scale, but let's just say negative x sub 0. Then we're getting positive in our x values. This is from the negative side. We're approaching 1. So that's the whole idea between one-sided limits, and then we can have tables such as f of x, we can have we can have 0.9, and then we can have let's just put 1 undefined. How do I write undefined? Define. And then we can have then here we're gonna have here we're gonna have 7.5, here we're gonna have 7.99. So it's obvious from our left side, our smaller values. Look, we're getting bigger as we go here. So this is our left-sided limit. So limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from the negative side is, let's see, this is getting really close to 5, so that would be, and we have the limit f of x as x approaches 1 from the positive side, which we can see this is our positive side. It's on the right. Well, if you were to graph this, these x values would be on the right, and anything that comes from the right is our positive side. So this would be approaching, it seems, 8. Now, these limits exist, but since we know these are different, that our actual limit from both sides does not exist. Okay, let's do some practice problems. Okay, function g is graphed what appears to be the limit of g of x as x approaches 1 from the positive side. So first, the positive side is this side. We can see here there's an infinite discontinuity as it approaches from the negative side. But here it's approaching a finite value, -5, so that's our answer. Then here we got 3 practice problems. And then the function g is graphed what appears to be the limit of g of x as x approaches -3 from the negative side. So this is x equals -3. From the negative side, it would be this. So it seems -6 is the answer. And we have this, the function g is graphed what appears to be the limit as of g of x as x approaches 6 from the negative side. So let's see. That is obviously, there's a asymptote there, so that is unbounded. Okay. The function g is graphed what appears to be the limit of g of x as x approaches 4 from the positive side. So 4 from the positive side. 5. Yep. Okay. That is it. Thank you for watching the video. It was a short one. It was a pretty self-explanatory topic, but thank you for watching.